What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Here we are with Car Mechanic Simulator 21. This is the 23rd episode, I believe, and if you'll notice, my face is now in the video. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's happening. Anyway, we last time we played, we didn't pick up any project cars because we couldn't find anything that was, something. So we decided that when we came back, we were going to do a couple of story missions, and this phone has probably been ringing off the hook because I have not done any. So let's see what we got. Good googly moogly. All right, so we're just going to take this story mission. Hey, I'm coming to you with a very sentimental task. This Hellcat is the only piece of my grandma I have. The condition may not be perfect, but I really care about making it into something that would resemble production condition. Grandma takes great care of it, but Grandpa. I don't know how I did that. It's late at night. But he's showing his age, just like this car. He could use a fresh approach to the subject. I want to surprise him. The condition of exploitation elements should be fine, but the rest, the more difficult to access parts, have surpassed the capabilities of Grandpa. Please take care of the classic piece for me. See you. All right, so let's see what we've got going on here. That doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, okay, so let's just see what the tasks say. Yeah, it's been a minute. Oh, so I gotta discover all these parts. Okay, cool. Change the oil. Okay, that's easy enough. Change brake fluid. So change all the fluids. So we got to figure out what's not doing so hot here, and then we've got to change all the fluids. So, and it needs a minimum of 89% to pass. So one thing I'm going to do is, since this is such a sentimental old car, I'm going to swing her on over to the car wash and get her washed up, and that way Grandpa can have a nice washed car. I don't think it costs anything. It might. Whoa, I got a little disoriented there. Wash the car. It didn't say anything, so it's free, I guess. Look at that. All that filth gone now. It looks in. We'll just go ahead and detail the interior too. Oh, okay. I was like, I can't detail the interior? All right. So now we need to get started on diagnostics. So the first thing I'm going to do is move the car to the test path. That way we can do our diagnostics there. I think I have only done this once. There it is. Yeah. The engine can't be started. Okay, well that's not good. Okay, so okay, it does look a little rough in there. So let's go ahead and move it into the garage. And we'll start off with not this mode. We'll start off with the examination mode and see what we have going on here. Oh, cam gear, 6%. That is never good. Everything, a lot of other stuff looks pretty good though. You know, we're in the 80s, which is pretty cool. Serpentine belts are bad. They need to be changed. That's not no big deal. Clutch plate needs to be changed. That's not too bad. All right, that's all that. Hopefully the suspension's not too rough. That's where we get into the expensive stuff and the time. All right, so that's 10. So this does look really good. I mean, Grandpa did take care of it. That's for sure. Once we get this all inspected, we should be able to do some of the scanners and stuff. Maybe get a couple more things. We don't have to just go searching for them. Fuse box is funny because it's literally just top and bottom. How's the exhaust looking? Not bad on that one. Not bad there. Rear suspension looks pretty decent. So far, anyway. I apologize if I do seem fidgety. I'm trying to just feel out the best way, you know, how being on this camera is gonna feel, and I don't know, it feels weird. I don't care what you say. All right, so we're almost done with the visual inspection. Yeah, I think that does it with the visual inspection. So now we can go in here and we can try some of these bad boys, starting with, oh, that car's too old for that. Should have known that one. Electrical multimeter. We can get some stuff out of this. Maybe there's some bad fuses, you know? Oh, the starter's bad. That's rough. Well, the starter's pretty bad. Everything else looks pretty dang good. Those heads look rough. Yeah, those heads look rough. I don't know if that was seen in the breakdown. So now we can do, I think that's it, because the engine can't be started. We can't try either of those two. So let's see where we're at. So we've barely discovered anything. All right, so I know these two heads are going to be part of the problem, and I'm guessing some of the pistons are going to be part of the problem. Oh, that looks pretty rough. The oil filter is going to be part of the problem. So let's get this thing lifted and get the oil drained out of it so we don't have any incidents. That tends to happen. Oh, gotta push that button one more time. Alright, so we'll move this over here and go ahead and just drain. Oil doesn't look too bad. So in order to get that off, we are going to have to tear the entire front end out. So yeah, it says question mark. I'm surprised that's not, you know what it is. Hold on, go in the visual. I missed that one. 1, 2. So the front sway bar's fine, but that cross member is bad. So we go back out of this. All right, so where to start? Okay. Start by taking the tires off. I mean, there's just nothing else we can do. I'll be right back when I have this front end completely disassembled. All right, now that's the front end disassembled, both the front suspension taken apart. Now we need to get this thing pulled out because we definitely know it is a bad spot for the car. Oh, rubber bushings. Yeah, that's usually a good... Yeah, it looks like all the rubber bushings will probably need to be removed and replaced in this bad boy. So we'll go ahead and do that. It's pretty cheap anyway, even if it didn't necessarily need it. So... Steering rack looks good. Sway bar is good. We know that. Oil filter definitely needs to be replaced. And that, so 14%. Okay, so we got that. That is definitely a source of our trouble, our trials. We need to get this starter pulled because we know we're going to have to replace it. Oh, we got to pull the transmission anyway because we have to replace the clutch pressure plate. Pressure plate. I think. Something in there. Might be the flywheel. So we'll go ahead and get this drivetrain pulled off, get the transmission pulled off, or gearbox pulled off, and then we can get that done. All right. So that's fine, and the pressure plate actually looks good. It looks like it's the actual clutch plate. Is it plate? Yes, clutch plate. Okay. Not completely stupid. I'm going to go ahead and pull the flywheel because I have a feeling that, yes, we're going to have to change out the crankshaft. Look at that. That's rough. And it doesn't look like I can repair any of these parts. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these because I'm going to have to pull the manifolds off. But it looks like that's everything from the bottom side of the car. Once we get this down, I will look at what else they're wanting us. Okay, so we haven't even got the full first page yet. So we still got some digging to do. And I'll bet you... I'm going to go ahead and check it because the leaf springs, that could be 4 more... No, actually, that looks pretty decent. Yeah, that one's good. Let's see. Yeah, that one looks good too. So it does look like the leaf spring rubber bushings are probably fine. That's sad. Go ahead and put 100% back in here just so there's no... Oh, hey, look, that fuel pump needs to come out. Glad I came back here and checked. Look at that thing. It's nasty. 7%. All right, let's just have a look-see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks good. Oh, there looks like something rough in there. Oh, no, maybe not. Let's see what it looks like from behind. Oh, no, that looks fine. That all looks good. So, yeah, let's lower it back down again. Alright, I got an issue here. I gotta lean forward to play the game, and then my face goes off the screen. Off the image. Oh, my green screen's not quite big enough. That's okay, I'm gonna crop the thing square anyway, so. Okay, so now that we are looking down in the motor, let's just start disassembling this bad boy, so that way we can have all the air filter's good. Oh, but he did say that that kind of stuff he could take care of, so that's what it is. Excuse me. All right, so we got that, and it looks like we're about to get our first look into some of what might be causing us issues. Those heads. I have a bad feeling about what we're about to look at in here. V8s are so much work with the rockers and the push rods. They look good. Their valves. Maybe. I don't know. Let's get this other cover off. Yeah, they look fine. But I'm going to tell you what, this is so many things that got to be removed. I'm going to just pull them off real quick and I'll be right back. I don't know if you noticed in those last couple of push rods, but they were bad. So that's kind of cool because that gives us 16 parts for those push rods. Boom, you know. So we don't have that much more to find. I'm betting it's probably the spark plugs and the pistons. Actually, the spark plugs look pretty decent. Whew, they're really good. That's not bad at all. So I'm thinking it's the pistons and the piston rings. Oh, that's right. The freaking crankshaft needs to be pulled out. Oh, sadness. It's just rough to get down to it because you got to pull all the stuff off the front. Now we can pull these heads off. At least we can pull this head off. We gotta pull the other manifold off, I think, before we get to the other head. Pistons look pretty good. I am surprised that they look so good. I mean, he really took care of this car. I am really surprised that these pistons look this good. So we'll get this engine head off. Why do I have... I don't know why I have my taskbar down there and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So that's the other head pulled off 13%. These pistons, man, they look freaking clean. We need to go back under the engine, though, because we need to pull off the... we're going to have to pull the pistons and the piston rings out anyway because we have to pull them out so we can get to the crankshaft. So we'll start with the oil pan. We've already drained it, so no biggie. Once we get inside here, maybe some of those other parts are the rod caps. No, those look pretty good. Oh, the crankshaft bearing caps though look rough. All right, so give me a sec. Let me get these pulled off. I'll be right back. So we got to bring the car back down, and that way we can pull all of the stuff off the front, because we'll need to get the stuff to be able to get that crankshaft out. Yeah, all the pistons are in great condition. So, but we should be getting close to having all the parts. We shouldn't have much more we need to find. I'm sure we'll find stuff when we pull these covers off here in a minute from the front here, starting with this fan. I already knew we had to pull these serpentine belts off. These pulleys look pretty good. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Shiitake mushrooms. I forgot to drain the coolant out. I always forget when I'm working on the customer's car. Oh, never fails. Oh, there's the crankshaft, or the cam gear is rough. Camshaft is fine, and we gotta pull that from beneath. So what has that got us looking like? One part still remaining. Oh, the camshaft. Or the crankshaft, I mean. I was about to be like, no. But now we can pull that out, and that should have it. Yes, that's everything. Cool. Okay, so I wish we could put these right from here into the shopping list. That'd be nice, but you know, that's what it is. But we can mark them all. Well, I'm gonna mark the things that I think I should be okay. So we need to go into assembly mode, and so we'll start off. We need a new crankshaft. Not a clip B, that's from last time, from my other car I built. So we'll put that in. With that in, we can bring the car down, put the pistons back in. Assembly mode. Yes. All right, so 2 more to go, and we will have these bad boys in. Okay, cool. So we need this, and this. So we can go ahead and get rid of that. Get this. And clicky. All right, so let's try that again. Tablet, tab, head, ×2, and clear. It's nice operating a shop with $300,000. I'll tell you what, buying crap off the junkyard, repairing it, and selling it has been how I've made. Well, it's how I made my money to make my money. Like, yes, I made a lot of my money selling the Lamborghini that I found and repaired, but I had to repair a bunch of stuff and, you know, sell it in order to be able to repair that. So, yeah. Oh, I still got one more. All right. So these were good. Let me put these back on. those on both sides because, you know, they were all good, which was awesome. You know, you don't ever see that, you know. All right. Next we need, let's go ahead and put, oh yeah, we already have this. So let's put this on. And we can put the chain back on. Nope, nope, we're not putting that chain on. I did not see that that thing was so bad. Good Lord. Let's go back into this mode, and we need to buy one of those. All right. I almost boo-booed and put a bad part back on. I was so careful to drain the oil. I can't believe I didn't drain the freaking coolant. So I'm gonna be able to use this, and this should be good. And I need the serpentine belts. So I need this. Put this on. All right. And I could put the flywheel on. Oh, gotta do it from under the car. Yeah, let's go ahead and go under the car for a minute. I actually think I might just button up the bottom of the car real quick, so that way we will be done with it. Assembly mode. And I will be right back when all these caps are back on, because that's going to take a second. All right, I'm back. Let's put this oil pan on. And that buttons up the bottom of the engine, but I still want to put together the bottom of the rest of the bottom of the frame of the car. And that's going to be replacing this big honking thing that's going to cost me some cash. Not too bad. I have had to buy more expensive parts. Oh, I also need to put this flywheel and everything back together. I need that. That I need. The plate. Polate. It's this one. So, boom. Boom. I'm glad I'm so good at keeping up with all the bolts. There's just so many of them. And we need this little guy. And this big guy. Oh, I need to get a starter. That is in the electronics. All right, now we got the starter on. We can put the, well, we could have put the drive shaft on anyway, but now that we have it, we can be done with it. Oh, fuel pump. Get that real quick while we're down here. If I push the right buttons, it would be nice. I didn't put it on. Oh. Oh. Fuel pump. Isn't that nice? There. Fuel pump. So now if we go back to the front of the car, I think I can go ahead and put these on. Yeah. Because I have to put those manifolds on from the top. Got to put these bushings in here, which need to be replaced. Get these on here, and this thing will ride like a dream. Kind of, because it's still old. Alright, so now we need this. Oh, we'll need one of these. Just make sure we get the right one. Bing. Boom. Alright, so let's just get the rest of this suspension put back together, because we are almost done with the underside of the car. can't put that on from down here, so stop selecting it. And we'll put new rubber bushings in this, even though I don't think they were required. I don't think it made the list. But, you know, we had to take them off. We might as well put new ones on. We have them. I buy so many of them all the time. I'll be right back when I get this front end all reassembled, because it's going to take a second. All right, I think that about has that underside suspension wrapped up. So we just got to finish up with the top side of the car and engine. There's quite a bit of work that's got to be done there. Let's see what we are with the status. We are moving right along. Quite a bit of those are those valve push rods and the serpentine belts. So we're getting there. We are almost done with this job. All right, so I knew we had that one, but now we need to get this one. We need to get 16 of these. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these back on. So, let's go ahead and put these back on real quick. All right, because we got this one over here too. Alright, so that's that. Now, let's go into the shop, and we need not the oil filter, the serpentine belt, and 16 of the push rods. Whoop, not 18. Just right on past it. Alright, so get the serpentine belt put back on. And then I'm going to reassemble these push rods and these rockers, and I'll be right back in a minute when I'm finished with that. All right, that's all the push rods and the rockers. So we just got to get the rest of this engine buttoned up. I think, let me get these bolts put on real quick. But I think got just about all that list taken care of. All right, so now we can check the list. Yeah, we're good on that list. We do have some of the other stuff we got to take care of. Plus, we have to get the whole engine reassembled. That's kind of required, so we'll do that. So that's the last part for the front end there. We got to get this other valve cover, engine head cover on. All right, that's almost done. Get the intake all put back together. And then we just got to fill her up with some fluids and should be good to go back home. Air filter. Cover. He really did take care of this car. I'm impressed. I've seen a way worse. All right, so that should be everything. And now we just have to okay, let's see. So that's everything there. Change, we got to put new oil in, and then change. Oh, I got to do a wheel alignment. Ooh. All right. And refill. I'll just go ahead and change it to while I'm at it. So we need this, and then we need this because we need to pull this out. We can pull this out. I don't know where to look. This is the first time I'll ever actually have to do the wheel alignment. So now that we've got that done, we can go ahead and just fill all this stuff back up. I'm actually gonna take it. All right, so that's got all the fluids. If we look good on the oil, good on all the fluids, now we just got to take her over to the test track and run that there alignment. So let's move it to the test track. Was it test track? No, what am I doing? Come on now. Shh. Okay, so move to test path. Test path, my bad. All right, so wheel alignment's over here. I've done quite a few of these. I've just never done one for a customer. That back wheel was way off. All right, alignment done. So that should all the tasks. Didn't mean to go down there. That should be all the tasks done. Done. All right, so we it's a story order. We're getting 2,900. We changed the oil, getting 25. Other tasks 265. Task bonus 3,000. So we're getting a total of $8,381. That's not too bad. I mean, for what it is, that's chump change for what we've been earning. But you know, let's finish this order. Boom. All right. So hey, this was the 23rd episode of Car Mechanic Simulator, and it's the first one where I am doing the whole face cam thing. So yeah, that is what it is. But if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like button. If you enjoyed this content, follow the channel, because this is what I'm doing here.